Hey everybody, welcome to the World of Tanks. Today we have a KV-1 tank platoon with myself, Rats, and Drake from the Over 30 gaming organization that we're a part of. And we are on El Halouf. I'm heading north to the north of the flag, as I shoot a building for no reason. North of the flag, where most of the heavies end up fighting. This is an encounter map, so there's that capturable flag in the middle. Oftentimes you'll see a light scoot down there behind the rock and try and start an early cap, and then a lot of heavies will end up fighting in the passes north of there. I think mainly because it's hard for artillery to hit, and also in part because that's where the heavies tend to go, and if you want to shoot a heavy, and you're in a heavy, that's where you want to go. So as you can see, we're moving up, and Rats is in front of me, and Drake is behind me. As you can see, there's only one arty per side. However, any good arty can be significant. So starting to get an encounter. There's a medium M7 there. We have much more forces here than at least we can see on the other side. So I don't blame the tank destroyers in the KV-1S for hanging back, since they're not as heavily armored as the KV-1s. So we're pushing up a little bit. See if we can get a little shot on that light tank. Rats cleans him up. And we're going to go up against, there's a little Panzer IV that I take a shot at and miss. And obviously I'm lit now. So they're just sticking out just enough. Is that a KV-1S, I do believe? Yes, it is. KV-1Ss do a heck of a lot of damage, but they are relatively easy to penetrate, even by a KV-1, which has a decent gun, but not exceptional. T-150, on the other hand, is a different story. So, trying to stay hull down a little bit in this little ditch, if I can. Get a shot in the lower glacis to that T-150. And I have backup behind me, so I'm just kind of half keeping them lit, half keeping them distracted. Another shot through the T-150. So hopefully I'm only giving him my hull to shoot at. Or not my hull, my turret to shoot at. And he is just about dead. And boom. There we go. Nice T-150 kill in the KV-1S. So you can see I'm about at half strength. And they lost their other T-150 up at the top there. So they've taken some decent damage. We've only lost one person. KV-1S goes down. A side armor on a KV-1S is nothing to write home about. So I do believe it's time to move up here. And who is up there? The Panzer IV is still up there. He's obviously been wise and been taking cover. And there's another heavy behind him. Ow. That's their arty making its presence known. So actually going up this hill, this is a good point to bring up. You want to stay on the right side near that hill right there, because the left side is exposed to artillery. So when you go up here, and I frequently forget this, you want to hug the right side rather than the left. I think you'll be much better covered there. So it looks like they pulled back up here a little bit. There's a VK, badly damaged. He sees me, I see him. And tracked, not dead. And now dead. And T-20 took me out. Nice shot there. You can see they had some good cover up there, even though we've killed quite a few of them. So M7 goes down on our side. We have some more reinforcements coming up the hill. Just follow this battle all the way to the end. So the other two KV-2s, or I'm sorry, KV-1s of our tank platoon are here. And the bad guys look like they're just about flanked by a KV-1S, which is fairly brave. That T-20 packs quite a wallop, doesn't it? And you can see that that KV-1 right there has the initial turret because it is square on the back instead of rounded. That's Drake's tank right there. So there's such a log jam here, it's kind of hard getting the shot around the corner. And he goes up. T-20 takes a little hit. So they don't have much left. They don't have much left. Looking at the mini-map, you can see that the Cromwell just went down. You can see pretty much we own most of the board except for this area right here. Here comes another Churchill to add its weight to the battle. There's the T-20 moving up. Possibly a bad move on his part, opening himself up, but there's so much in the way of carcasses here and the wrecks of tanks that there's plenty of stuff to hide behind. And the PZ-4 is still alive. Very nice management on that guy's part, but he's just about dead. Does the PZ-4 have any kills? No. And now he's dead. So just the T-20 alive. One of our 3 platoon members is still alive. And he's below 50%. T-20 seems to be... I'll have to look at that tank. Seems pretty decent. Obviously, he's flanked from behind now, so he's going to be dead very soon. And there he is. And I think the only thing left is their Artie, which hopefully should be dead as well. We got a good cap going on as well. So let's see. Any action going on here? Don't see anything. So anyway, you know how this game ends. So maybe we should... Is there anything worth seeing here? Nah, I don't think you can do spectator mode. So anyway, we'll just cut it here and call this one a win. Hello everybody, we are on Fisherman's Bay in the American tank destroyer M8A1. This is a new purchase for me, relatively new. I wanted to get in on the American tank destroyer line because they have a lot of really good tanks. The Hellcat, Wolverine, and the M8A1 I think is very nice. A lot of the American tank destroyers are turreted. I think there's 2 lines, one with turrets and one without, and then they may converge later on. This is the turreted line, so unlike all the other tank destroyers, including the German ones that I play, it'll turn on you, or it'll have a turret that can allow you to aim. It doesn't turn especially fast, so you may need to wait some time for it to do that. Get into where you want it to be. But it's obviously a lot more convenient than not having it at all. American tank destroyers are very lightly armored in contrast to, let's say, the German and presumably Russian equivalents. So they're very mobile. They have good agility with the turreted gun. But they are very lightly armed. So you want to do... Whoops. Sorry, PZ-1C. Sorry. Run you over. Sorry about that. As I try and back up to avoid taking more hits. So you want to try not to be in the middle of things, or you want to kind of swoop in and assassinate people without being the target of their fire, if that makes any sense. So just get a little slice of that Panzer III-4 over there, but nothing really to shoot at. PZ-1C appears to be taking a pot shot at the Hetzer, but I don't think we can see him. So there is a couple guys over here. There's actually a Tier 1 tank on the other side due to a failed platoon. Nice job. Over here somewhere. But here is more worthy quarry, T-34. So you definitely want to be careful around that guy. Plus there's a couple off further west. So unlike the Germans, where I would typically find a good spot and just kind of wait and try and snipe. I think it can be a lot more active with the Americans, in part because of their speed and maneuverability, and again the turret. Trying to get flank shots on people. You see several tanks engaged over here.
Critical hit.
That's AMX 40, always a tough nut to crack. So take a couple pot shots and then fade back. Not into that rock. There doesn't seem to be anybody. I'm moving up on the enemy side of the board, but there doesn't seem to be anybody on my left. So it should be relatively safe to be here. That must be the 1C again. Good luck penetrating a KV-1 with that. Here comes the KV-1. Nope, no joy there. Tank destroyer next to him went down, and he is pretty decent, pretty likely pointed my way. So you got to be careful. You can tell by the two periscopes on the top. If you can see both of them, then chances are he's looking your way or the other way. Or the opposite way, I should say. So that 40 is still alive. Wouldn't be a bad idea to shoot him in the rear.
We just dinged him.
Bouncing off the rear armor like a pro.
Vehicle destroyed.
So I got some guys in the city. Well, actually, the heavy in the city just went down. So the only two are left of the Stug and artillery. So I think we're going to bypass the Stug here. And somebody on the other team is unhappy. And nice job taking him down. And there should be some arty around here. No joy yet. Sexton doesn't want us to kill him, which I think is kind of funny. I think saying that, please cap, instead of killing him would make everybody more likely to kill him. There he is. Not a bad hiding spot down behind the road.
Penetration.
And can we get the final shot on him? There he is. I think I almost got shot in the rear by, who is that? Two KV-1s behind us. So anyway, this is M8A1 tank destroyer. Hope you liked it. Hey everybody, we are on the map of Redshire here in the Stug. I've gotten the Stug semi recently, but I've had it long enough that this guy is fully upgraded, and just like the Hetzer, I am a big fan of the Stug. Very nice gun, good armor. In some cases, it's I don't think it's quite as good as the Hetzer because you get some nice angling here, and the Stug's a little blocky. Has a very low profile though, so you don't have a good high silhouette like you do with the Hetzer. So I guess it's about a trade-off. So here we are on Redshire, Tier 5 map, so I'm one of the Tier 5s. Doing some shots from cover here across the valley. Bouncing off that KV-1, lucky for him. And then we lost our spotter, the Valiant T-49 up there. Some more guys popping up there. I think those are behind the hill, though. Oh, no, that guy's not. So, Panzer IV's armor's not going to stop that. And he's on fire somewhere. Take a blind shot just in case, but I don't think that hits. So this hill, I really like this hill on this map. I think the team that starts at the flag that we started at has a slight advantage due to that terrain. Obviously, they have a hill over there, but it's not nearly as convenient as ours is for dominating the map, I'd say. Nice shot on that Stewart on the move. Less of a nice shot there. Gets a little jerky there, so you kind of can't really tell. That guy's probably behind cover anyway. No, maybe not. The blind shot never hurts. Unless you're trying not to be lit. So as you can see, we get off to kind of a slow start this game. And it gets even slower. So they got our arty somehow. And then we lost actually 3 tier 5s. So we are down a good bit. So they should be coming to us since they have the numbers and firepower advantage. So this is a good opportunity just to kind of wait and see who pops up. You can see the M3 is scouting to the north. So since there's tanks over there, I'm not going to pursue that. We have some of our guys moving up. Possibly a good idea, possibly not. So just waiting for some contacts. See that M3 bit it up there. Don't see anyone else, so it looks like he may have been alone. There's the KV-1 I think we were shooting at earlier. Waiting for him to come out of cover. There he is. Nice shot on the side. If you aim towards the back, you might be able to get a fire out of him. And there's a fire. Didn't really need him. Need it. There's a Matilda to the side. Nice armor on the Matilda, but the side armor's not going to stop a Stug. And it's a dead Matilda. So this tank destroyer is very mobile. Not necessarily as mobile or agile as the Americans, but it's pretty darn speedy. And it has better armor than you'll find on most American tank destroyers of this tier. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, getting around the M3 Stuart there. So we're going to go down south and play Highlander with the other Stug, because as you know, there can only be one. There he is, and he's on fire. And I get a semi-lucky final shot on that bad boy there. And actually, I haven't taken any damage yet. We've evened up the score, so there is hope for this game. So we still have the heavy. There's a T-28 behind us. If we can hit him, he shouldn't last too long. He just dodges that shot. I thought he was still backing up. Looks like he's behind a rock. He backs up, should be able to... dodges me again. Now he's moving out of cover, moving up. Get him right here. And do some paltry damage. So I'm considering whether to go after him now, but I think the more of a threat is in front of us. As you can see, we're down a couple tanks again. I figure if that T-28 pops his nose out again, I'll just turn around and shoot him. And somebody helps me finish off that tank destroyer right there. No sign of our friendly T-28. And it looks like we're getting some artillery fire. They still have 2 artilleries. As opposed to nada for us. So we're all going to hide behind this rock here for a little bit. And there he is.
Penetration.
And back into cover, it looks like. Now I'm getting shot from somewhere behind me over the rock, which is a little hard to believe. So I'm trying to get a bead on that T-28. You can see he's tucked in behind his own rock back there. Let's give up on him for the moment. I can't believe they hit me over that rock, unless it was at a very sharp angle. Panzer IV trying to get him on the move before he gets into cover. And he is immobilized and set on fire and dead.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Nicely taken care of. We're almost back in it. If we can even things out, then I don't think their artillery will be able to do much. Oh, so close, and back under cover. It's almost worth going down just to flush him out. But with my current health, I think it would be almost who shoots first. Especially if he has a flank shot on me. Gonna come out? Doesn't look like it. And it's just me, the Hetzer, and the M3 now waiting for context to pop up. If the T-28 gets a little closer, he can light us all from behind, which is a danger. Nobody at all on the minimap. So we have a good position, but kind of just waiting for things to happen. Oh, there he is over there. I don't have anywhere close to 6 cents on this tank, so I missed there. Come on, come on, come on. And I think he got away. I didn't see him move, so another blind shot, but no dice. And yep, artillery got the Hetzer. That's not good. And then we have somebody coming up on us. T-82. Can I get him? Can I get him? Nope.
This vehicle is hiding.
That T-28 got me from behind. That was that was a pretty good shot. Anyway, that was this game. Thank you very much.